Whoa, that was cool. Hello everyone, I'm Jessicat, and this is the start of a new series. I am standing on top of a mountain addressing you, and I'm kind of thinking I want to call this the Mountain Queen series, 'cause honestly, that's how I feel right now. I feel like I'm gonna be the queen of this area. Not yet, but I will be. This is a relatively small extreme hills biome on a realm server that I have recently joined, and I'm going to try to make a series here. And I'm envisioning a really grand base with bridges and pathways and palaces, all sorts of really cool stuff. And I'm just going to take over this extreme hills area. And this is a realm, so there will be other people playing here, and I haven't done a multiplayer series in ages, unless you count the short map playthroughs that I've done with Weedud and my siblings and stuff. So this is a new thing for me. There's only one other person on, that's the owner of the realm. That Goober is his username. And let me tell you a little secret. Don't tell anyone, okay? I'm terrified of silverfish. I don't know why, but they just creep me out, so I'm gonna have to learn to overcome that fear if I want to live here. But this landscape was just too epic, and also too wonderfully flat and high up for me to not look at it and go, I want to make something out of this. So I want to make a really big base, and I think I'm going to spend a lot of time in this world. I'm really excited to see how it turns out. And this realm is pretty much entirely vanilla survival, no commands, nothing like that, except for the owner of the realm using a couple of cheats to set up a starter area, and also we are going to have command blocks that can teleport us back and forth between our own base and spawn. Those are pretty much the only deviations from just the vanilla norm, and I'm really excited to start building. So what I need to do is set up a starter outpost, and I actually see a nice little tucked away spot down here, a cave that we can turn into an outpost right here. That's floating gravel though, and I don't really want to risk that, but let's head a little bit further down into this cave, and I'm just going to create a starter outpost for myself right here. And I'll see you guys in a bit. Not today, thank you. Ah! Oh, and also the realm has these annoying things that pop up whenever night's about to fall, or whenever it's morning. So it tells you good night and good morning. I'm not that fond of that myself, but alright, I've been caving for a long time, and I think it's about time to start working on a proper base here. Alright, so a long time has passed since I last recorded, and we have a problem, but luckily the problem is going to solve itself. Look at that. I don't know if you probably saw that. We have some phantoms above us. They've been flapping around and making a racket. But I think they're going to die because they're burning in the sunlight, so that's good. That's not something to worry about. And as you can see, I am actually inside a fish farm. So yes, I actually have a fish farm now, and it's a pretty simple design. It was very easy to build, and I've just been using it. It has sky access. I don't know if it needs that, but it has it in case it does. And I haven't been using it very much because I don't have a mending fishing rod yet. I just have regular ones. But yeah, I've been getting some interesting stuff, and I'm hoping to get more interesting stuff, including maybe some mending books. That would be fantastic. But yeah, for now I've just been sitting here using it, and I plan to use it a lot. I've never built a fish farm before. I kind of always felt that it was cheating, but everyone else on the server is using one, and I know I'm going to rapidly fall behind if I don't start automatically fishing. And honestly, it gives you such great loot and kind of reduces the grind so much that I don't feel too bad for using it. It's really kind of a cool thing. There's also this nether portal that's right across from the farm, and let me show you where this nether portal goes, because it's kind of interesting. So you make it through the portal, and you get to this tunnel that's surrounded in cobblestone, and then if you go back into the portal, you come out at in this room. It's right below the spawn area where we each have our own little building, and I've just built mine actually. And we're some of us are going to turn our little buildings into shops. We all have our own plot where we built our building, and it's the building that contains our spot to teleport back to spawn. It's the one that contains our spawn block. This is my building right here with the pumpkins and the snow. I'm hoping to be able to do something with snow golems at some point. Hoping to sell them maybe if people are interested in that. I don't know if people will be, but I'd like to. And these are the chests where I'll put the goods. Down here is how you get back to my base. Just press this button and it only works for me. And as you can see, I've built a little pedestal for the command block. But also there's this, which is the pod. I want to call it the pod. It's kind of like, I want it to be where you go to get up to this little island in the sky. So like you come up through a water stream in the center and you come over here to the command block and you teleport yourself to spawn, because that command block will teleport you to spawn. So yeah, I think it's a pretty cool little thing. I think it's a small build, but it's a neat one. I like it. I like the way it looks, and it's gonna need some glowstone in the ceiling to light it up at some point. But yeah, there's a nice view from up here. I like it a lot. And as you can see, I've also exhausted these 2 diamond pickaxes. I've been mining a ton, mining for a lot of diamonds. It's hard to find diamonds, but I've crafted a 3rd. Still gonna go strip mining for more. And I have found a few. I found 7. So yeah, that's not too bad. And I have quite a lot of other stuff that I'm slowly building up, which is nice. By the way, I'll leave a link in the description to the video where I learned to build this fish farm. It's a pretty easy, simple one, and it's really nice for getting a decent amount of loot. By the way, in the video, the guy used a trapdoor in front of the fish farm. I actually needed to use a sign. A trapdoor will connect to the fence post and also make it kind of difficult to fish. So I used a sign instead, and it's literally just there to keep the water from flowing. That's all it's needed for. So then to use the fish farm, you hold your fishing rod, you stand close to the water but not close enough to make the trapdoor go down. Then you aim at the side of the iron trapdoor, the side of it, that's important, and then you hold down right click. I am so happy right now. We've got a chest full of loot here. We've got some decent fishing rods. I might actually have to combine these together, but that pales in comparison to the excitement of what I've discovered inside this hopper. Look at that, my friends. We have mending, and I think I'm actually going to combine it with the Lure 3, Unbreaking 3. No, Lure actually, I don't know if I'm even pronouncing that right. Doesn't that bring more fish? I think what we want is Luck of the Sea. So I'm actually going to go with just the Unbreaking, but I'm going to go combine these right now. I think I have more than enough levels to do that. And it is day. Perfect. So I'm going to head out of here, and I'm going to get myself a fantastic fishing rod, and then I won't have to worry about constantly replacing my fishing rod with a new one. Also, I apologize, my frames have suddenly gotten very jerky. But here we are at the anvil, and I'm going to call this... I'm going to claim this fishing rod. I'm going to call it Jessicat's. Jessicat's. I want a clever name for it, but my mind is blanking. I'm just going to call it the Catfisher. Yeah. I don't know. That doesn't make any sense, I know, but I'm doing it. And so that only took a few levels. I'm quite surprised. So can I repair it now? I just don't want it to, like, break. And now we're gonna go test this out. This is my first item with mending that I have ever had in survival, and I'm so happy. So now we are, of course, gonna try it out. I'm gonna go back to AFKing, and we'll see if it lasts. I think it should. Look at that, the Catfisher, looking all snazzy. All right, so in theory, when I start fishing with this guy, it will keep repairing itself with XP. Let's give it a shot. Hello. I'm still wearing iron armor, but a lot of time has passed since you last saw me. I have been fishing a lot, I have been mining a lot, and yet no mending books. Not a single one. Not much has changed around here, but there is one thing that has popped up, and you can probably see it in the distance. I apologize for the terrible frames, I don't know what's causing that. But if we head over here through all this terrible jerkiness, again, I'm sorry about that. Ta-da! It's a bridge. I know it doesn't look like much, but it actually took a long time to build, believe it or not, because I kept changing my mind about how I thought it should look and messing with it, but I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. It kind of, goes from the side of this mountain to the side of that mountain, and the reason I built this bridge is because I have set up my fishing farm and like a mine over there and a temporary base down inside this mountain and the pod over there to get to spawn, but I actually want to live over here. So that's why I built this bridge. I'm using the glorious new lanterns from the new update. I tried it with torches at first and I was like, this looks terrible. And then I remembered these new blocks, hello creeper, and I was like, wait, I can just use the new blocks from the update, which I think looks a lot better. So I'm very, very happy about that, and also I appear to have just discovered that you can walk straight through lanterns, which I did not know. So yeah, I've built a bridge, and I plan to build my base, my main base, right here on this mountain. I know it doesn't look like there's a lot of space, but I plan to level out this whole hill right here, because it's not that big, and that way we'll have plenty of flat space for building, and it will be a glorious build overlooking the surrounding landscape. And I have some interesting plans for this. I'm not going to tell you about them right away because I'm still not sure if they're going to like work out, if I'm going to be able to build what I have in mind, but I have some plans that I think will make for a really cool looking base, and I'm excited to try it out. So, hopefully I'll see you soon with that, but this is going to be the end of the episode. I apologize. I know there hasn't not much has happened in this episode, but I promise there's much more to come. Next episode I will start building a base, and I'm super excited about that. So I will see you soon with another episode on this Realm server. The Mountain Queen series, I think is what I'm going to call it, and I will see you next week. Bye!